Yeyiwaya and Sadao. Yedawasia and Sadao. Yeyiwaya and Sadao.
From the manufacturers, it came like this: a Toyota 4Runner. And this is it after the 21st September accident. Where was Apostle Isaac Nee Djani going, and for what?
I received calls, and mostly, from the General Secretary, asking me to proceed to Burkina Faso to officiate the retirement service for Apostle Bayala, and also welcome Apostle Usman Zabri, who had been transferred from Togo to Burkina Faso. I will explain that the IMD who was asked to go with Apostle Ekobedi Wood to do that were locked up in Togo because of flight, and the next available flight was going to be the following day at 2 p.m. by which time the program would have ended. So I, being the closest person to Burkina Faso, was asked to go with Apostle Kumajima of Borda. So when I called Apostle Kumajima, I told him that looking at the time, we cannot cross over to Burkina Faso. I'll come to him, pass the night with him, then early in the morning, we set off for Ouagadougou. We came home from the meeting. I excused myself from the meeting, came home and prepared. We left home almost 4:30.
Exactly what happened?
Let me say that when we left this house and headed towards this junction that is just here, I never saw the junction. I had fallen into a deep sleep. And I never woke up till I heard people shouting and talking around the vehicle. So, in fact, to me, we had arrived at Nasia, and those hawkers had come around the car and they were shouting their words. So I never bothered. I was just still enjoying my sleep. Then all of a sudden I heard, hey, which car is on fire? So I just lifted myself. They realized that we were involved in an accident with a Sprinter bus. I never saw anything, and I even never heard the bang of the car. It was a head-on collision. In fact, the impact was so great that I'm even surprised that I never felt the impact. I never felt anything that there had been something. I was still enjoying my sleep.
Then came an unknown gentleman on the scene.
So by the grace of God, there was this young man who came around the car, our car, and saw that I was lying at the back. So he started shouting, hey, Obi, okay, there's somebody in this car. He tried to open the car, he couldn't. My driver had gone to make a call to my wife, to tell my wife that we had been involved in an accident. So when they started shouting, where is the driver to this Toyota? Toyota driver or him? Then he came. And when he came, the phone was still on his ears. So I heard him say, Mama. Then I said, hey, am I a friend or no? He said, Mama. I said, ah. And then I also friend Mama. Area Dikiana, area secretary, I don't know how friend Mama now. What can't say no? So I tried to lift myself, and this left hand was wobbling. So he now came with that young guy who came there. They pulled me out of the car. I must say that I must go and look for that young guy at that village. I must go see the chief and ask them to look for him. If I don't see him, then I'll say God sent an angel to come and save me.
How did he get to the hospital?
That young guy that I talked about, after my driver came and they brought me out of the car, the young guy took me away from the scene, took me to about a 30-meter place, and then he asked me to sit down flat. I sat, then he stood behind me and asked me to relax on him. So I did that for some time. I don't know how many minutes. Then he looked around and saw that an over bus had also come and they were picking the injured in the sprinter. So he said, boss, please, force, get up and let me put you into the oven. Then I'll take you to the hospital. So he held this hand that was wobbling and then guided me. He said, go fast, or they will leave you. So he took me into the oven. We got to the front. There was a young man who was bleeding. Then he shouted on him, my friend, get down. Yours is not serious. My boss is more injured. Get down. Then he pushed me. He lifted me, tried. I was trying, and not knowing this left, the right hand, the right leg too was fractured. So I couldn't step on it very well. So the left leg, he lifted the left leg, put it in the oven, lifted the right, put it there, and then pushed me. Then he went through the driver's side, came and sat by me and said, lean on me. In fact, that guy is an angel of God. Lean on me. Relax. Boss, relax. So I just took it easy. And then he looked around and he saw that my driver was still at our car. He shouted on him, leave the car and come and let's go. You're also injured. Let's go to the hospital. So my driver came, sat at the back, and then we went to Wale Hospital. But just because the driver had called my wife and had mentioned to her that we were involved in an accident, and I had shouted that she's not the right person for you to call, and he cut the phone, my wife did not get the message well. So she was also worried. But because I was going to Bolga, she called the Bolga area head, and then who also called the Walwale area head. So the two of them were to take the road because they didn't know whether between Walwale and Bolga or before Walwale. So they were to take the roads and see where the accident is taking place. By the grace of God, when we got to the hospital, this young guy went and brought a wheelchair. Said, boss, I'll take you to the emergency. He took me to the emergency. There were no nurses. He put me on the bed, stood by me.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
He just stood by me and he was very concerned about me. Apostle Nkrumah Jiman came from Bolga to Walwale to see me. And then they arranged for he and Apostle Francis Edu. They arranged for an ambulance to bring me to Tamale Teaching Hospital. Apostle Nkrumah Jiman came with Pastor Boete. He I saw clearly was Emmanuel Boete of PRWC Bolga. They lifted me and put me in the ambulance. And then they said goodbye to me. Then he went back to Bolga and then proceeded the following morning to Ouagadougou to do the...
On that fateful day, Apostle is said to have sat at the back seat instead of his usual front seat. Why?
Yeah, that is very true. It was just here in the house. I usually sit in the front. That day, because I was coughing and looking at the air conditioner, I decided to put on a small, which is heavier, to absorb the air conditioner. So when I opened the front door and I sat down, he said, no, Daddy, I suggest you go to the back because of the air condition so that it will be minimal. So I just listened, came down, and went to sit at the back. Yes. And you know something, because I was tired and weak, I decided that I will relax. Normally when I sit at the back, I put on the seatbelt. But this time I needed space. And so I wanted to enjoy some kind of rest so that I'll go into the next day's service at least refreshed. So I asked him to push the front seat forward and then pull it forward so that I can stretch my leg and stretch the other leg on the other side and then throw myself in the car and sleep as if I was in my bedroom. And that gave me a nice sleep anyway. Nice and deep sleep. And I think that if I had arrived at Bolga and also taking the night sleep, I would have been refreshed for the following morning.
How will he describe this narrow escape?
I would say that looking at the circumstances around, from the driver asking me to sit back and also the impact, I would say, God, this is a little finger of God that has done this. Man couldn't have done that. Because the impact was so great that all the airbags in the car came out, even at the back, the boot. I never knew there were airbags at the boot. They all came out. There was no single airbag that was left in the car. So you can see the impact was great. Yes. And looking at the car hit my side. So you can see that it's God. One of the doctors was telling me that he is surprised I woke up from the sleep. He said mostly people who sleep deep like that don't come back to life when accidents occur. I mean, the chances are slim. The way I described what I never saw. He said I should have continued to eternity, but he sees the hand of God.
And what was the reaction of the medics?
When they took me to theater and did the surgery, my left hand and then my right leg, they fixed metals in there to fix the bones. And I came back to the ICU. I was in the ICU for almost 2 weeks because of the intensity of pain and other things. The surgery was done on a Wednesday. And then Saturday morning, the nurses came to dress it. When they opened the wound, it was clean. Everything was intact. So the nurse who opened it started clapping her hands. This was the first place. She started clapping her hands. She said, I've never seen a fresh wound so clean like this before. So they attended to me. And then one lady said, this we can even remove the stitches today. And then they opened this one, the leg too, and it was also clean. Everything. There was no sign of injury except the thin line that was there and the stitches. He said, what? So I was surprised. So I asked them to take my phone and take a snapshot of the wounds for me, so I'll see what they are actually describing. So I must say that God has shown himself faithful to me and the family and the church. And he has shown that it's really God.
Can we say the Lord has done it again?
Oh, your grace has taken me through. Oh Lord, your grace has done it again. Precious Lord, I bow down to you. Gracious Lord, I bow down to you. Yes, thank you.